Happy First Daughters Day. As a first daughter, I think this is a conversation we should be having. Maybe not necessarily with my generation, the Gen X, because I think we already raised our kids. I think for the millennial and those coming behind, being a first child or a first daughter comes with a lot of responsibility, whether implied, bestowed, or it's just something that happens because, like, you expect your parents raise you to be responsible, because when they have a child after you, you start helping. You are the little helper for mommy, and so that's, runs through your life. But I think one of the things that is very important being a first daughter is to not burden a first child with parenting. I think it has to be intentional, not too quick to ease a child into parenting. They are not supposed to be the one parenting your other kids. As much as you want to teach them responsibility, it's not only a first child that should be responsible. Otherwise, you raise entitled and unemotionally aware, unemotionally intelligent siblings for that person, and it will be a burden that person has to carry all through life. So being responsible is different from making them parents very early in life. Your first daughter shouldn't be raising the family. Every child should be raised to be responsible. It's not only the purview or the domain of the first child or the first daughter to be responsible. The other thing I would advise is that parents should not think because a first daughter is inherently responsible that they are capable doesn't mean they don't need to be checked up on. Most of the time, a child that appears the strongest actually could be the most emotionally weak. So you need to check up and be sure that they also do not require support. That their persona of being responsible is not masking some of the need that they have as well. So as parents, we should please check up on our first kids, on our first daughters, because today is First Daughters Day. I'm saying first daughter, really. Check up on the first child because they carry a lot of burden that has been foisted on them from very early on in life. The final thing is that every child should be raised to be responsible. Otherwise, all through life, the first daughter will have the responsibility of carrying the weight and the responsibility all through life. And most of those kind of things can breed resentment, especially when the parents are gone. When the parents have died and they've left, you can become a bit resentful because you end up being the one carrying the baby, doing all the dirty work and pulling the weight for the whole of the family. So essentially, I've always said, if you raise a child to be strong and you raise another one to be weak, you are building resilience. And the child that has the lesser burden, you are building weak kids. So being responsible for a first daughter should not mean that you should raise weak sibling for that daughter. Every child should be raised to be responsible.